Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a sit down video, and I know I haven't done one of these in a long while. I just decided this is the best time to give y'all an update on my life, what I've been doing. And I also posted a poll on Instagram probably a couple months ago asking y'all what you wanted to know. I've been out of college for about a year now, so I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about just like what life has looked like for me as a dancer pursuing a career in dance, and you know, what have I accomplished, all the good stuff. I do have a few questions, not many, about that, so I'll be using that to guide this video. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. I know the videos have not been super consistent, but I've been trying my best. It is a lot to do with editing and stuff, but I really do enjoy editing. I love sharing with y'all, and I just love documenting the memories. So I hope y'all are also enjoying the videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you know when I'm posting, you know what I'm posting, you know what's up with me, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. Okay, let's start with this one. So first question, how has your training experience been like in NYC? So I've been training intensely in New York City. In January of this year, I started a program called ProSem, Professional Semester. It is a program with Broadway Dance Center. That is a 4-month intense training program for people who are trying to jumpstart their commercial career and just get more involved in the industry. This was honestly the best decision I've ever made. Very much worth the investment, like extremely worth the investment. Not only do you get crazy amounts of training, I mean, I was taking like 15 plus classes in 1 week. Okay, that's including the closed classes and the open classes that they gave us to take. So the training experience at NYC has just honestly been so great because I've been exposed to styles and people, and just training in such a different way than you do in college. College, it looks nothing like the, you know, NYC Broadway Dance Center training world. Like, it looks nothing like that. In terms of the actual training itself, like, you just have access to so much more variety of styles, and you're taking with different teachers who are able to bring a different perspective, different tips, just different. It's just, you grow so much and you learn so much because you're exposed to different people and different teachers. When you're in college, you're literally just with the same faculty, which is nothing wrong with that. It's a great way to build relationships. It's a great way to really hone in and work repetitively on something and get better at it. But when you're working, and when I was training at Broadway Dance Center, every week I'm taking different teachers. I'm taking consistently with the same people as well, but you're also exposed to other people, so you're getting so much more information. And also, like, I thought I was training a lot in college because I was dancing Monday through Friday, literally starting at 9 a.m. to like 6, like doing a whole shift. BDC training, when I did ProSem, I thought I was gonna be like, oh yeah, this is just like college. No, it was so much more dancing, and I was exhausted. Like, my body in the first like 2, 3, 4 weeks of constant just like boom boom boom, back to back dancing, auditions, mock auditions, like, it was a lot and it was exhausting. But that's the type of drive that the industry is like when you're actually booking a job. Like, you're in the rehearsals, you're still taking classes, you're still training. So I think that was just so, I was so happy that I had that experience because, again, I was used to the rigor of college, which is honestly a lot. I thought when I was in college, I'm like, yo, like, I'm gonna be good when I get out here. And I'm not saying that I wasn't prepared, because imagine if I didn't go to college and I just started training in NYC, like, I would be like intimidated by just the exhaustion. But doing ProSem, it really got me, my stamina up. It got my just tolerance level so much higher, and I'm really grateful for that program. So I trained mostly in modern dance and just all the like codified techniques when I was in college. When I went to BDC, I got more of the fusion styles. I got more of the commercial styles. I even did theater, y'all. Oh my gosh, that was such, I was so happy that I actually allowed myself to tap into theater because it improves your dancing overall. It gives you more of a storytelling approach to choreography. It was just so great to try something new and to be, man, I was so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable being in a theater class, but it's so worth it, because when you do things that you're not comfortable with, the fear, you don't have fear of really doing anything new anymore, because it's like, well, I already know what it feels like to walk into a space and feel uncomfortable, and I already know what it feels like to walk into a space and not really know what's going on, but still taking on that challenge. It teaches you how to just take risk and to not necessarily care either about what people are talking about, because you like, I have nothing to lose. When you go into a class or go into a style that you're not familiar with, you have nothing to lose. Like, you don't know the style, don't know what's going on, so the pressure of being good, it's not really there, because it's like, I already know I'm not good at this, or I already know I have so much growth and I'm coming in at 0, so there's no reason for me to even feel any kind of way. So that's how I felt going into like the theater classes. And I even took vocal lessons, y'all, during this program. It was mandatory. It wasn't really by choice, but I'm very happy that it was mandatory, because now if I had to go to a Broadway audition and sing in front of people, I'm not afraid to do that. Like, you want me to sing? Okay, bet, because I got me a little book. I got a book with one song in it, and that's all you're gonna get out of me. But it forced me to like sing in front of people. I sang in front of the agents. Like, it took away the fear, you know? Training at NYC, if I could sum it up, it just took away the fear, and it allowed me to be so much more authentically myself, because the fear is not there. I feel like when you step into an audition or step into something that you're not familiar with, there's a layer of fear, and then there's a layer of nervousness, and then there's you, your most authentic version of yourself. And as much as you want to push through those layers, you have the doubt, you have the fear, you have the nervousness all working against you. But I would say training at NYC, training in the large city, going up against the best of New York City, and not even necessarily going up against in competition, but like being in the same spaces of the best of New York City, it forces you to burst through all of that and just step into the room as you from the get-go. Like, boom. There's no fear, there's no doubt, none of that, nothing is in the way. What I'm showing you right now is purely Taniyyah. What I'm showing you right now is purely authentically me. For me, what helped me the most with knowing exactly who I am and knowing what I bring to the table and knowing my value is knowing my identity in Christ. That helped me know exactly who I am as an artist, because my identity in Christ is the most authentic version of myself. So if I know exactly who I am and I know who my Heavenly Father is, I know that I can be in any room and I'm in that room for a reason. So it just helped me to show up more authentically as an artist when I found my identity in Christ. So it helped me kind of fill up the space more and like feel and walk into my destiny and walk into my presence and who I'm supposed to be, because of me knowing that my God is the God, the only God. So yeah, my training at NYC has been great. I've been training in hip hop, house, street jazz, which is all just under the hip hop, you know, regular jazz, ballet, because I'm a technical girl. I gotta keep up with the technique. Even though it's like literally ingrained in my blood, I still love to take my ballet classes. I was taking tap classes, like I was still taking theater classes, musical theater classes. I got exposed to what is this? Popping. And also what I got so much better at is auditioning, because the ProSem, we had multiple mock auditions. We had a lot of auditions throughout that whole process, and it just teaches you how to just show up in auditions and how to pick up choreography in the auditions quickly. And they were even providing us with feedback, and it's like, okay, maybe don't wear that for auditions, maybe try this out for audition, how to stand out in audition. So they were just giving a lot of tips for audition processes, which was great, because you don't get a lot of practice when it comes to auditions. Is most times it's just let's go, let's do it. You get the practice from doing it. So that's what the mock auditions were. They gave you exposure to agencies, which was such a great opportunity for me. That's how I got signed. So it was just really just great. Such a great experience. I love training in New York City. New York has its own vibe, it has its own energy, and I love it. I really do love it. How has it been so far being a part of an agency? What are any tips to get noticed by one? Oh, this is really good. I love being represented because so you realize how it's a privilege to be represented. I'm not gonna lie, because if I wasn't signed to Block, there would be auditions and things that I would have never been able to audition for. There would be opportunities that I wouldn't have even been thought of for if I wasn't signed. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're not signed that you won't be seen, but it is very much a blessing. It's very much a blessing because there are things that some choreographers are going to go straight to agencies, especially if the choreographer is signed to an agency. They're going to go straight to their agent and be like, hey, I'm looking to book 5 or 6 dancers. Can you send me some resumes? Like, they're going to go to their list of dancers that they have that fit the, what they're looking for, the specs, and they're going to send them over. And the choreographer is going to see what they like. They're either going to host an audition or not, or they're either just going to book you based off your Instagram, which is why your Instagram should be very well put together, which I'm actually still working on. I really do love being signed because the opportunities that's been my way have been as a result of me being signed. I don't think for a second that I would have been seen for these things if I was not signed. They're just things that people just go straight to agencies for. They don't look and do open call. There's not that many open calls. Hopefully there's more of them, but the last audition that I went to, literally last week, agency only. Literally agency only. Everybody in there was signed by Block, Clear, MSA, United Talent. I think that's what it's called. There's like 4 or 5 agencies that was at the audition, but it was strictly agency call. So it is very it would be good to be represented. It would. How to get signed. Honestly, that was something that before I got signed, I thought that it was through submissions or open calls, because the first time that I was gonna audition for an agency, they actually did have an open call. So I submitted my video and I got called in for an in-person audition, but I didn't get chosen to be represented, right? And that was back in like 2021. I don't know that they're doing open calls anymore. That was so long ago. And I was trying to figure out, before I got signed, I'm like, how am I even gonna do this? When I got signed through a mock audition. So it wasn't even a real audition. I mean, if an agent is in the room, it's a real audition. I'm gonna be honest. But I got signed through a mock audition through ProSem, which was such a blessing, and I was not expecting it all, because in my mind, mock audition, I'm like, they're gonna see me, they're gonna take my resume and my headshot, they may, reach out months, years later, maybe even, but I didn't really think of it as like an actual audition for them. But like, take mock auditions very seriously if there's an agent in the room, because you might just get signed. Because literally the next day I got an email. So that, actually not even the next day, the same day, that was a blessing. But you can get signed through mock auditions. Choreographers have intensives and they invite agents there. That is your opportunity to be seen. Auditions, that's what it is. Auditions, because they will invite agents there, and if they see you and they like you, they will reach out to you. Conventions, just be on the lookout, because they're always going to tell you if agents are coming. And sometimes they might not tell you the agents are coming, but just be in the room. There's also submissions. You can also submit online to the agents. Just make sure you give them all your materials, your headshot, videos, showcasing all the styles that you can do. Make sure your Instagram is up to par. But like, that's really the only way I feel like. You have to be seen, or send them your credentials and your submissions and make sure you have all your materials together. But yeah, that's really all the tips that I can give about that, because that's all I know. Did you exactly know what you wanted to do post-grad? Missing you. Oh, missed you too, Jovi. So this is such a great question. The direction that I decided to go in was commercial dance. For now, like, I'm never gonna say I'm only a commercial dancer. That's not the case. I am trained very much in everything. I can hit a Horton step. I'm a modern girly to the core. I've been trained in that mostly my whole career. Commercial is something that I've always wanted to do, but getting that training and being in those spaces was very costly when I was younger. I came up in the post world, the protege. I wanted to be a post protege so bad. Like I came up in that world, in that convention world, but I wasn't in the convention world. I just was seeing all these people being proteges, and that was something I always wanted to do, but it was just hard. Like, it was expensive to go to conventions. It was very expensive, and that was just something that, like, my family, we just could not do. So I trained at Ailey, and I got a scholarship to go to Ailey, so I was training mostly in modern. I love modern dance. I love Horton. It's just so close to my heart. Commercial dance has always stuck with me. It's always stuck with me. I remember when I auditioned for they were New Jersey Nets at the time, the New Jersey Nets kids, and I got past the first round, but I didn't make it past the next one. So, like, it was just something that I always had the passion for, but, like, it wasn't accessible to me because it was so expensive. I finally at this big old age, right, 20 freaking years later, I'm able to pursue it and train in it. When I graduated college, I knew that I wanted to pursue a commercial career. I'm like, and I think what did it for me was me being called back for that open call agency. When they called me back to do an in-person audition, I'm like, how did I even get into this room? I don't train commercially. I literally just love to dance. I just love hip-hop. Like, I love, you know, like, dancing was just always in my blood. So for me to get called back, for me, that showed me, like, Taniyyah, you have the talent. You just need to train more. You just need to train more. And so when I graduated college, I auditioned for the Brooklyn Nets dance team, and I got all the way to the end. Again, how the heck did I get to the end? I had no commercial training. I just graduated from a BFA concert dance based program. No commercial training. How did I get to? Because God provided me with the talent to be able to do anything, to do any form of dance. And when I didn't make it in that team, that was the jump starter for me. I'm like, okay, if I could make it all the way to the day 4 of this NBA dance team, there's something there. I'll be a dummy not to pursue commercial dance when I know that God has blessed me with the talent to be in performing and doing multiple styles and doing these things. So I said, okay, let's train. So I started going to the city, I started training, and then I did the program in January. Boom. Next thing I know, I'm signed to an agency, and I'm in New York City every day. I'm training. I'm living out the dream of my little young self that always wanted to be in this space, and I'm doing it. And so leading up to graduation and months before, I didn't know what I wanted to do, because I'm like, do I want to do a company? No, not really. So I knew that I didn't want to do that, so I decided, okay, we're going to go commercial. I didn't necessarily know the steps, but I knew that I had the resources and I need to just find the resources. So that's what I did. I looked up BDC, I looked up all the people that I knew. I asked for help and guidance, and they gave it to me, and I ended up doing ProSem, and from there, the rest is history. I've just been training, working with choreographers, auditioning. It's just crazy what can happen when you... Senior year rolled in, and I was having meetings with Karen, and I'm like, hey, like, Horton Karen. And I'm, you know, just talking to her, and she's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to do everything. I literally told her, like, I want to go into commercial, but, like, that doesn't mean that I don't want to pursue, like, being a company. Like, I really am just so submissive to, like, where God was going to take me. Like, at this moment, I'm in commercial dance, but if he tells me, Taniyyah, go audition for a company, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be submissive. Like, that's where I am in my life. I just am submissive, and I'm going wherever God tells me to go. And that's just what it is. Did I know what I wanted to do graduating? Yes, I did, because I knew that I wanted to commercial, and even if it was something that I had to do more training for, I was willing to do that. I knew that there was something there for me. Don't be scared, I don't have the training, or I've trained so much in this, I don't have the training in that. Because if you if you focus on the training that you don't have, that's why things are not going to happen for you. You have to focus on where you are, and then focus on how to grow and to get better. Because we're in a career path where growing is a part of the career. You have to continue to grow. Even if I'm a part of a company, I have to continue to grow. I have to continue to get better. I have to continue to get more turns, more higher passe, more of a pointed foot. Like the growth never stops. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, y'all. That's where I am dance wise. Like I said, just recently, an update on like where I am. I'm still looking to book a job. I've done many cool things like commercials, concept videos, working with choreographers that I used to literally follow when I was younger. It's crazy, like working with them now, taking classes with people that I used to fangirl over when I was younger. Like, I'm doing the things that I've always wanted to do. So that's really just been a blessing. And even being in audition rooms, even if I'm getting a no, being in the space with these people that I used to literally just want to be around, auditioning with yes, I said with, taking a class with them, or just doing crazy things that I'd never imagined Taniyyah Payne doing, but she's doing it and she's being seen. It's just like, I can only give it to God. Like, God is the reason for all these things, and God makes no mistakes. Like, I never look at a no as I'm not worthy of it. I look at it as a not yet. Like, this God is just telling me, I don't need this for you right now, or I don't want this for you right now. I want you maybe to do something even bigger than this. I just need your patience. I just need your faithfulness. And so, again, just surrendering, and yeah, just auditioning. Like, it's truly, that's just the life of a dancer. Honestly, you're gonna be auditioning for the rest of your real life. If you're a dancer watching it, just know that, and find peace in that, and find comfort in knowing that you'll forever have the opportunity to be in front of people and showcasing your art. Never look at it as, I'm going into this audition and they're just gonna look at me and decide if they want me or not. Like, it's not, like, you are the prize. Like, don't walk into an audition space as if they're the ones, you know. It's equally, we're equally of value, you know what I mean? So don't walk into audition space thinking that that is just one-sided. It's not. You are the prize, as well as they have value as well. So, you know what I mean? You're the one sharing. Think of it as an exchange. Like, you're sharing yourself with the judges. Yeah, that's the update on my life, y'all. I'm definitely gonna do another update. I'm waiting on a callback, actually, so hopefully I get it. Pray for me, y'all. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. And yeah, send me some stuff, drop some stuff in the comments if you want me to talk about it, because I do have so much more to tell y'all about. But I hope that y'all are having just such a blessed year. I mean, it's almost over. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.